Hi there, welcome to Noal Food. Today, we're taking a unique turn to explore the meticulous extraction of Shell Cordovan, the world's most flawless horse leather. If you're curious about this rare process, stick around, and let's discover it together. Let's get up close and personal with true luxury. Just feel the density and the high-gloss shine. This isn't mass-produced. Cordovan is a statement of rarity. Every single product, from a briefcase to a small watch strap, carries the weight of a legendary, time-consuming process. It's a beautiful contradiction. These flawless, modern accessories, handcrafted in a studio filled with tradition, are linked directly to history. For decades, this material has defined luxury, and it all comes down to a single question. How does this incredible material begin its life? We need to zoom out and travel thousands of miles away from the tailor's workbench to truly find the answer. Look, it starts here, on the open pasture, with the horse. Before the factory, there is the field. Look at the magnificent animals. This isn't just any farm. The quality of the Cordovan demands a strict, organic environment. Everything is precisely calculated, from the nutritious feed they eat to the veterinary staff ensuring every horse is stress-free. It's an investment in the collagen structure of the leather itself, you see? But the process is also about identifying the treasure. A worker meticulously marks the raw hide, locating that small, critical oval area, the shell. The rest is carefully cooled and then loaded using heavy machinery onto a special refrigerated truck. This is the precise, cold chain logistics required for luxury raw material. And now, the raw material leaves its peaceful home. That truck is carrying the promise of perfection, and it's headed straight for the intense world of the tannery. Say goodbye to the green fields. The raw hides are now in the intense world of the tannery. First, massive cranes and washing drums get them clean. Then, machines quickly remove non-leather material. But here's the crucial step. A worker isolates and manually trims the thick, oval Cordovan shells. That manual trim ensures only the perfect, unique part continues the journey. Now, the commitment to time begins. You see these huge pits? They and the slow-turning drums are where the leather will spend months. A worker controls the submersion into the natural tannin solution. The pace is slow, methodical. It's a commitment to tradition. Workers then move the heavy shells by hand, guiding them from one concentration level to the next. Here is the science meeting tradition. A technician checks the leather's pH, making sure the chemistry is exactly right before the shells hang on huge mechanized racks to air dry. After months of this careful process, the shells still aren't soft. They need massive force. A worker supervises as that heavy hydraulic press compacts the fibers, giving Cordovan its famous density and strength. Watch this step. It's vital. The workers ensure the leather is saturated with specialty oils. Look as a worker physically hand rubs the oil in. Then the shells are loaded into the dye drums. See how quickly that rich color is absorbed. It's truly unique material absorbing that richness deep inside. Powerful staking machines soften the leather, working it rhythmically. The finished shells are checked and sorted for flaws under bright lights. Even the machines need calibration. A technician tunes the polishing wheels before a worker immediately checks the surface for warmth and initial shine. Then, the detailed cutting begins. A worker precisely trims a curve, followed by a specialized machine neatly trimming small pieces. It's all about industrial precision now. A worker operates a small mechanical press to cut tiny components quickly. Then, watch the bonding process. Thinning edges, applying glue with a roller, and clamping the layers together. This detailed joining creates that seamless, flawless edge. Soon, these perfectly joined parts are moving down the conveyor, ready for assembly. The organizing process itself is meticulous. Workers stack the parts neatly on racks, and we take a moment to appreciate the sheer volume of shells hanging in the quiet warehouse, just aging, a slow process of patience. A worker regularly checks the leather's flexibility, ensuring it's not too stiff, not too soft. The shells need one last round of density. They're fed into the heavy roller machine to flatten them further, making the surface emerge absolutely smooth. Before any final marking, a worker carefully selects and cleans their specialized hand tool from an organized bench. Every single tool must be perfect for Cordovan. The finishing is delicate, my friend. After the heavy machinery, it comes down to a tiny roller tool, applying paint with absolute precision. But here's the magic trick. Watch the artisan use that piece of bone. It's the old way, to create the most incredible, glass-like shine you will ever see. It's an instant transformation, from shine to strength. Now, the actual construction begins. Look at the patience required for saddle stitching, pushing 2 needles through that dense cordovan. It's slow, but that commitment ensures the seam outlasts the product itself. The details define the luxury. After hours of work, the artisan meticulously buffs and cleans the entire piece. Then, look at that corner. The geometry must be flawless before they place the final stamp on it. They are signing off on their reputation right there. It's satisfying, isn't it? To see a whole collection lined up, ready to go. You realize how much expertise went into every single item. When you see their face reflected in that mirror-polished leather, you know that's the look of a master craftsman. The craftsmanship is complete, but the job isn't over yet. Look at the clinical precision here. One final inspection under sterile light before the products are reverently tucked into their luxurious boxes and sealed. This ensures the promise of Cordovan travels safely. Now, the journey is complete. After months of painstaking processing and care, that Cordovan leather finds its final purpose. On your wrist, on your feet, becoming a part of your daily life. It's truly amazing to think about the journey that piece of leather took, isn't it? On today's journey, we will explore how high-quality leopard skins are transformed into luxury brand items. If you are curious, join me as we find out. Wow, just look at that incredible spectacle. We often encounter this striking, iconic pattern, whether it's seen on the glossy fashion runway or meticulously crafted onto a stunning, golden hardware handbag. This pattern is the ultimate symbol of status, visible in the brief flash of light reflecting off luxury stilettos. Just feel the texture, the individual fibers moving under your fingertips, an almost hypnotic, luxurious wave. We see it in high-end boutiques, walls lined with dazzling accessories. It's a powerful legacy, carried through history by royalty in those incredible archival photos. Listen to the sharp, satisfying sound of a gold zipper interlocking on a beautifully tailored jacket. It can completely dominate a space, like a natural rug in a minimalist penthouse. Watch as the light shifts across the leather, changing color from warm gold to a deep amber. Even on a small object, it carries the reflection of the modern city skyline. But I wonder, where does this wild, incredible design actually originate? Let's finally take that trip. There it is. This magnificent leopard, right in its natural, breathtaking environment, bathed in warm, golden light. Can you believe the sheer, iconic beauty of that silhouette against the setting sun? Look at the focus in those amber eyes, the raw concentration and primal energy. We see the power as the leopard descends the tree, every muscle moving with flawless elegance. Now look closely at its fur. Those unique and beautiful rosettes blend perfectly with the dry savanna. It's nature's ultimate camouflage, and honestly, the most stunning design ever created. When the leopard freezes completely, it becomes invisible to the naked eye. Yet, its paws hit the ground with silent, deliberate power, raising the dust gently. The surrounding animals sense that powerful tension instantly. And just like that, the wild beauty is digitized, transforming into a cool, precise wireframe model, ready for the modern world of industry. Welcome. Look at the truly colossal size of this factory hall. Look at the truly colossal size of this factory hall. Raw hides slide down metal chutes, beginning their tough journey. High-pressure water floods massive drums. The tanning process starts now. The skins tumble inside those colossal containers for hours of processing. Wet skins pull out, steaming, slick, ready for the next machine. They are squeezed by enormous steel rollers to remove excess water. Skins quickly move into the long, heated drying tunnels overhead. Infrared heat lamps turn on, bathing the skins in a red glow. Watch as the material dries and tightens to that perfect tension. Next, the material moves to the stretching zone, forcing flatness. Hard pneumatic clamps bite the edges, ensuring no wrinkles appear. Then, it's off to the buffing machine conveyor belt now. Abrasive cylinders carefully smooth the inner surface for softness. Look, the resulting dust is immediately sucked away by powerful vacuums. Finally, quality sensors scan every inch, checking for flaws. Now we are finally heading into the clean high-tech zone. Watch these huge digital printing gantries go to work. Micronozzles precisely spray the base golden color. Look what the laser etching machine is doing, moving so fast. It burns tiny grooves to recreate the fur's precise natural texture. Then, the large roller adds the signature black spots flawlessly. The roller transfers the rich, black ink onto the material. Look at the continuous stream of perfect skins on the conveyor belt. It immediately moves to the protective glossy coating stage. The coating settles, giving the leather that incredible, lasting shine. Finished skins move on as soaring vertical drying racks above. Even the quality checks here are done by automated machines. Sensors scan every detail, checking the pattern on the screen. If there's a flaw, an air jet blasts the piece away instantly. The hydraulic guillotine blade cuts the edges perfectly straight. After that, the stacking is completely automated now. Driverless forklifts rush the finished pallets into the warehouse. The system automatically slaps on the final grade a label. Look at those vast, towering warehouse shelves. It's massive. Smart vehicles move along the floor, combining man and machine perfectly. Now the material moves to the CNC cutting room. The precise oscillating knife cuts complex, perfect shapes. The nesting software optimizes every detail like a giant puzzle. Scraps of leather fall away quickly into the recycling bin below. A hot brass stamp presses the gold logo onto the inner lining. The conveyor belt moves the cut pieces towards final assembly now. The skiving machine shaves the edges paper thin for folding. Automated glue dispensers draw a perfect, precise line of adhesive. The pneumatic press joins the two leather pieces firmly together. Rows of semi-finished pieces wait on racks for the artisan's touch. Watch this shift. A gloved hand takes over the task. An artisan hand stitches the leather with a thick needle and thread. They use a small hammer to tap the seams flat and smooth. Next, the edges are carefully painted with rich black dye. Look at the final product, dressing the mannequin with the trench coat. A soft brush grooms the fur, ensuring a perfect texture. The finished bag is placed inside its delicate silk dust cover. And here is the grand reveal, dramatically lit in the display case. Can you spot the similarity between the product and the actual wild animal? What an incredible journey we took from the wild to the finish. On today's journey, we are going to discover exactly how raw python skins are harvested and crafted into the world's most luxurious leather goods. If you are curious, let's explore it together. Have you ever truly paused to admire the texture of genuine python leather? It is mesmerizing to watch how the light dances across every single scale, revealing a surface that feels both ancient and alive. We see these masterpieces in high-end boutiques, admiring them on wrists or shoulders, yet we rarely stop to consider the incredible journey this exotic material has taken to reach such a state of perfection. From vibrant ruby reds to deep, mysterious emeralds, each python skin carries a natural geometry as unique as a fingerprint designed by the wild itself. But true perfection like this does not just happen by chance. To understand the value of this luxury, we must return to the source. It begins here, far from the city noise. This is not a hunt, but a certified sanctuary dedicated to raising healthy pythons in a clean, expansive environment that prioritizes their well-being. Every element is controlled. We monitor the temperature and humidity, while our veterinarians ensure these reptiles live in absolute comfort, hygiene, and stress-free conditions. Their diet is specialized, and their water is filtered. We believe that to create the world's finest python leather, you must first treat the animal with the utmost dignity and care. Data is gathered constantly. We trace every single python individually, ensuring complete transparency and maintaining health standards that go far beyond the typical industry norm. When the harvest time arrives, it is executed with professional precision. It is a quiet, efficient, and humane process designed to honor the creature and preserve the quality of the skin. We seal and load the harvest into cold storage immediately. Proper preservation is the key as we prepare to move these valuable resources from the quiet farm to the busy factory. As the trucks pull away at sunrise, one chapter closes, and the transformation of raw nature into industrial art is about to begin. Welcome to the world of modern manufacturing. Here, stainless steel conveyors and bright lights set the stage for processing these valuable python skins with absolute hygiene. It is a spacious, organized flow. Skilled hands and sharp blades make the first decisive cuts, turning raw potential into workable material with surgical precision. You can see the physical strength required here. We carefully peel away the layers, feeding the heavy python hides into modern machinery that strips them down to their pure essence. Cleanliness is our obsession. We load these skins into massive stainless steel tanning drums, initiating the chemical magic that will preserve them forever. Inside these vessels, a transformation occurs. The skins churn in a precise chemical bath, turning from organic raw material into stable, durable leather ready for the world. They emerge as wet blue. Watch closely how the water is pressed out gently, preserving the distinct python scale pattern while locking the internal structure in place. Now, we stretch them out. Rows upon rows of blue python skins enter the drying tunnels, looking like a gallery of texture waiting to be reborn. After drying, they become crust, stiff and pale. But our machines beat life back into them, softening the fibers until the leather is supple and flexible again. Finally, we add the sole. In our finishing labs, we spray metallic golds and apply glossy top coats, turning the matte scales into a shining, resilient mirror. Laser scanners check for the tiniest flaw. Only the perfect python skins are stacked by white-gloved hands, ready to be sent to the artisans. The noise of the factory fades, replaced by the quiet focus of the atelier. Here, a single artisan studies the python's natural geometry to find the perfect cut. It is a game of millimeters. Hands move with practiced grace, shaving the leather edges down to paper thinness to ensure a seamless and elegant fold. The machine aids the hand, but the eye guides the needle. It punches through the tough scales, stitching together durability and luxury in every loop. We add the hardware, polish the edges, and inspect every seam. It is a tactile experience, checking for any flaw that the eye might miss. a final stamp of gold, a silk-lined box. The journey is complete. From the farm to the factory and back to the pedestal, the python is reborn as art. On today's journey, we're going to discover how that bumpy, seemingly overlooked frog skin gets completely transformed into luxury fashion accessories. If you're curious, come find out with me. Have you ever seen these vast farms and wondered, what are they hiding inside? Let's get a closer look. This is the American bullfrog. But the truly precious part is this unique, bumpy, textured skin. Does it look familiar? It's the material for those luxury wallets and shoes that we often see in high-end stores. This is the frog leather industry. And it all begins right here, inside these massive industrial-scale enclosures. The first thing you'll notice is the water. Thousands of gallons, always being automatically filtered. Everything is monitored. You see? The pH, the oxygen, it's all controlled. And this is feeding time. The pellets are spread automatically. Very efficient, you see. Just look at this scale. Thousands of frogs, and they all look incredibly healthy. Their feed, of course, has to be the best. Certified organic. From up here, you can see just how clean these segmented ponds are kept. And the result? Well, they grow fast. This whole process is optimized. Once they reach the right size, the harvest begins. This part requires a human touch. Then, they are guided into a water channel. See that? It's like a river, leading them to the next station. It's all mechanized, using these large hoists. They're deposited into large transport tanks. Always clean, you notice that? They even get one more cleaning. Hygiene is the most important thing here. And then, the journey begins. We're leaving the farm for the processing plant. The tanks are unloaded, ready for the part we've been waiting for. Welcome to the factory. It's so sterile, all stainless steel, as you can see. The frogs are moved quickly on this water-flushed conveyor. It's all very fast. This next step is quick, a humane, stunning process implied by that blue mist. Afterwards, they enter the main processing line, perfectly still. They're heading into this large, enclosed steel unit. This is the black box. You see the green lights? It means the automated process is working perfectly. And here is the exit. Look, it's designed with two separate chutes. This is the moment. The skins go right, while the meat goes left. Look at that separation. On the left, the meat. On the right, our skins. The legs, as you know, will be sent to the food packing area. But this is what we're here for. The raw skins, collected in a large vat. Again, you see the scale? A mechanical hoist lifts the entire vat of skins. They are then dumped into this massive, rotating drum for the first wash. Inside, high-pressure water jets are cleaning them. It's a very powerful process. They are then fed between more rollers and jets for a deeper clean. Look at that. Any residue is just blasted away. They have to be perfect. Now, the clean skins are moved into these massive vats. The tanning begins. You see these automated paddles? They are constantly stirring the tanning solution. A technician is checking the pH levels. It has to be scientifically precise. And here, you'll see the color change from green to that wet blue chrome color. Once transformed, the wet blue skins are lifted by the hoist again. They are fed between these heavy, felt-covered rollers to wring the water out. Look at that. All that excess water is squeezed out of the wet blue pelt. Now, Workers stretch the flat pelts and pin them onto large drying frames. This part is automated. The racks of frames move on an overhead conveyor. The racks are now entering a large, automated tunnel. This is for drying. Inside that tunnel, hot air vents are blowing at a very controlled temperature. And look, they come out dry, stiff, and now they're a crust brown color. But they're too stiff. So, they're fed into this large, enclosed tumbling machine. Inside, the skins are gently tumbled against each other, just to soften them up. This is the result after softening. You see, the crust brown skin is now soft and flexible. Now is when we create the magic. The skins are moving to the automated dyeing machine. Do you see that vibrant red? This is when they get their new, vivid color. After dyeing, they pass through a heated roller. See that? It becomes glossy instantly. Welcome to the crafting workshop. Everything is so clean and precisely organized. For small products like wallets, they use this clicker press. It's a very strong press. See that? The die cuts the patterns perfectly, so sharp. And this is speed. Just look at this industrial sewing machine. Truly incredible. The wallet is still flat. They use this heat press to create that sharp, permanent fold. And the final step, a logo symbol, is stamped on. And the wallet is done. But how do they make a handbag? They start by cutting the skins into small, uniform pieces. Each small piece also has its edges thinned. You can probably guess why, right? Here you see, they are stitching the small pieces together, edge to edge, onto a backing textile. And this is the result, a large fabric of frog leather, ready for a handbag. This large panel is then fed into an even larger automated cutting machine. Now you understand. They use these large cut panels to stitch the handbag together. Of course, some steps still need that precise human touch, like gluing and lining. And finally, a QC inspector checks and polishes the product. Beautiful, isn't it? And here is our final result. A luxury wallet, rotating on a white background. If you look closely, there it is. That unique, bumpy, pebbled pattern. Or a high-end watch strap. See, a beautiful green color. They can make so many things, even these colorful little keychains. And here, the blue handbag. Do you recognize the paneled construction? It's even used to create sophisticated accents on men's luxury dress shoes. On today's journey, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most exclusive and secretive industries in the world. We are going to discover the hidden, complex process behind genuine crocodile leather. It's a world few ever get to see. If you're curious, join me as we find out together. You see this? Just look at these crocodile scales. They're almost unreal, polished to a perfect, glossy shine. This crocodile handbag, it's a symbol of pure, unadulterated luxury, an accessory that could be worth a small fortune. Everything about it is uniform, flawless, down to the last detail. It's this level of perfection that just draws us in, isn't it? This silent, exclusive world of luxury. It's captivating. But have you ever really wondered where it all begins? What's the real journey behind this crocodile leather? And this is where it starts. A vast, modern, and highly controlled crocodile farm. Inside this hatchery, every single crocodile egg is monitored. A tiny crocodile, emerging in a completely manufactured environment. Once they're out, they're gathered. Hundreds of these little lives together. Scene 12 to 13. Even their food is calculated, dispensed by a machine. This water purification system ensures nothing goes wrong. Then, the workers gently sort them, a careful process, moving them to new concrete pens. It's hard to imagine. Thousands of these juvenile crocodiles in identical enclosures. Hygiene is the top priority here. Everything must be absolutely sterile. Now, the crocodiles are larger, living in these massive concrete pools. You can see the scale of the operation. A huge machine mixes tons of feed every single day. There's no real interaction here. It's all just machines in process. Then, for a moment, you see this chaos, this raw, primal crocodile instinct as they feed. And just as quickly, they go back to being perfectly still, like logs sunbathing on the concrete. Everything is documented. Their health is part of the quality control. Look at that, the unblemished crocodile belly scales. That's the real gold. And the humans, they manage them with these long, specialized poles. These industrial pumps maintain the balance of the whole system. It's only when you see it from above that you grasp how enormous this crocodile farm truly is. The next phase, it happens in a place that's completely sterile. You see the workers preparing, getting their specialized equipment ready. A harvested crocodile, already deceased, is brought to the line on an overhead rail system. The fully removed raw crocodile hide is dropped onto a stainless steel table and immediately fed onto a conveyor. High-pressure water jets blast the surface, washing it clean. The crocodile hide is fed into a fleshing machine, a mechanical process of rollers and water, removing the excess tissue. Every single crocodile hide is then inspected. Light shines through it, searching for any flaws. Then, the wet crocodile hides are hung on these large metal racks. An automated crane lowers the entire rack of crocodile hides into a large vat. A chemical process begins, silently, just small bubbles rising. The crane moves them again to another vat. Now, we're in the tannery, surrounded by these giant, gleaming stainless steel drums. You see the workers loading the wet blue crocodile hides inside. The drum turns, slowly, tumbling the hides in water and chemicals. A technician checks the pH. Everything has to be perfect. And then, the wet blue crocodile hides are pulled out, soaking wet. They're fed through a heavy press, a sammying machine. Just look, all that water being forcefully squeezed from the crocodile leather. And here's the result. The crocodile hide is stretched perfectly flat on a frame. This whole rack moves into a long, industrial drying tunnel. When it emerges, the crocodile hide is completely dry and stiff. This staking machine, with all its vibrating pins, will make the leather soft again. Now, for the color. This part is art. A craftsman, not a robot, carefully sprays the dye onto the crocodile hide. You can see that vibrant red coating every single scale. It's then heat pressed to finish. And this machine is the magic. That's a mechanical arm with an agate stone, moving at high speed, polishing the crocodile hide. And just like that, it transforms from matte to high gloss. It's mesmerizing. Of course, a final check. No flaw is allowed on this precious leather. And finally, each crocodile hide gets a CITES tag, proving its legal origin. The journey of the raw material, is complete. Scenes 61 to 63. The finished roll of crocodile leather is unfurled, ready for a new shape. A CNC laser, cutting the patterns with absolute precision. Look at that. The beam is so clean, not a single spark as it cuts the crocodile hide. It's incredible. Each small crocodile leather piece is then sorted by hand. These will become a wallet. This skiving machine thins the edges, preparing them to be sewn. A heavy-duty sewing machine now begins its work. And this is the moment. In extreme slow motion, you can see the needle has to force its way, dimpling the tough crocodile scale before it punches through. A heat press applies the inner lining. But this is pure craft. An artisan meticulously painting the edges of a crocodile wallet, then buffing them until they're perfectly smooth. A press attaches the final metal clasp. One last inspection, checking every stitch, every piece of hardware on the crocodile leather. The finished, perfect products move down a clean, white line. They're handled with such care. These crocodile leather goods, placed into these high-end boxes, ready for a new journey, perhaps even to you.
Today, we're taking you behind the scenes to explore how turkeys are raised and processed at an industrial scale, tens of thousands per day. From hatching and brooding through grow-out, humane gas stunning, air-chilling, precise cut-up, and freezing. If you're curious, come along and let's dive in. Behind biosecure airlocks, trays of parent eggs roll in like clockwork. Today's tiny arrivals for tomorrow's global feasts. On the candling belt, clears and cracks fly past at high throughput, keeping only the strongest shells in the game. Setters rotate under steady PLC control. Temperature and CO2 lock tight for perfect embryo growth. Transfer day, gentle hands on soft roller tables. Quick vaccinations, every poult counted into the system. Hatch window bursts alive. Poults pip in waves, fluff drying as the room hums with warm, clean air. At grading tables, teams route weak poults to care pens so the whole flock starts strong. Counting chutes click non-stop, hundreds of warm, chirping poults drop into preheated crates. Simple grain feed and fresh water cups get loaded for the journey. Fuel and hydration without slowing the line. Brooder barns stand ready. Rings set, heat lamps glowing, fresh. Shavings raked smooth and inviting. Arrival. Handlers teach poults to peck and drink. The first lesson in a life engineered for calm. Step-down lighting sets the mood. Photo period tune to keep the flock settled and steady. Feeders and drinkers rise with the birds, guaranteeing uniform access from wall to wall. Tunnel fans tune the air, heat and humidity balance so feathers dry fast and stress stays low. Health walk time. Gait, feathering, and uniformity checked in minutes across thousands. Mid-grow expansion. Rings off. The flock spreads across the house like a single living. Wave. Tray scales pull samples. Bodyweight curves map so feed and time hit the sweet spot. Litter windrows breathe again. Machines aerate the bedding to cut moisture and keep pads clean. The ration switches up. High-energy feed powers the final push to target weight. Loadout prep is smooth, ramp set, soft panels staged, crews briefed for low-stress moves. Calm catching in action. Birds walk themselves into ventilated modules, upright and a live haul convoy queues at the welfare checkpoint. Timed entries keep every bay moving. The corridor dims down. Stress drifts away before a single hand is laid. Two-person teams guide modules onto conveyors. Birds upright, cadence steady. In the buffer bay, a measured feed keeps the whole line continuous. No rush, no gaps. At the CAS panel, operators verify the CO2/air mix. Humane stunning is a controlled science. controlled atmosphere. Stunning engages, conveyors advance smoothly into calm. Hand shackling with ergonomic jigs spans multiple bays. Enclosed cut begins, initial bleed behind shields for a clean, hygienic lane. The drip tunnel sets dwell time, consistent bleed out, consistent results. A counterflow scald tank locks temperature for high volume, softening feathers at industrial speed. Operators skim the foam, make up water joins on cue to keep clarity and heat on target. Water curtains slice carryover. Each stage stays sharp and efficient. Rotary pickers whirl. Banks of rubber fingers lift feathers in seconds. A feather cyclone draws plumes skyward, packing bulk bags clean and fast. Manual touch-ups clear tiny patches, perfection in the margins before the next step. Head and feet modules sync to shackle pitch, timed cuts, zero drift. Neck skin trim follows guide fixtures, tidy lines, smooth contours. Inside-outside washers rinse thoroughly, nozzles sweeping every surface to a cool, clean finish. Post-opener, belly-up carcasses stream on stainless belts, neat cavities facing up for industrial flow. Viscera trays ride the conveyor. Teams separate tracks cleanly onto iconed stainless pans. Crop and windpipe come out at hand stations, placed on trays, not left inside. Gizzards feed guarded splitters. Peelers finish the clean, uniform peel. Liver and heart get trimmed to spec. Clean edges, no bile, quality preserved, flashlights sweep. The cavity, any debris gone, interiors pale, clean, and moist. Pre-chill rinse mists the line, cool spray across rows of hanging birds. Spin chillers turn with counter-rotating paddles. Clear water, gentle motion, rapid pull-down. Hook transfer shows carcasses clearly as they move into long air-chill lanes. At the lane change, a sanitized probe logs core. Temperature right on the hanging carcass. Vision grading reads weight classes. Icons confirm specs while staff oversee the pass. Carcasses drop to cut-up tables. Operators follow cut maps and fixtures to start primary splits.
Check the diagram.
Section C, moving to tray 2.
Guided knives free the keel cleanly. Breasts lift off in smooth, repeatable motions. Shoulder cuts expose wing joints. Wings separate clean, drumette from wingette. Thigh/leg modules pop joints fast with minimal bone chip. Parts route to dedicated lanes. Breast fillets trim to width and length. Spec windows keep every piece on target. Tenderloins pull along natural seams. Collected neat in blue totes for premium runs. Thigh dib 1 traces the femur with shallow strokes. Clean bone, tidy edges. Drum deb 1 uses stop cuts to guard cartilage. Boneless meat on one belt, clean bones on another. Lean trim. Gets recovered for later MDM. Nothing wasted. Everything accounted. Marinade tank steady salinity and temperature. Icons flick green as specs lock in. Multi-needle injectors run inside guards, human-supervised uptake by lot, no needles in frame. Vacuum tumblers roll hundreds of kilos per cycle, slow, even, thorough. Formers extrude perfect tenders. Staff tray up non-stop in crisp rows. Patty presses nail diameter with clear gauges, uniform burgers, zero drift. Sausage stuffers link the mix, coils placed. Onto racks by hand, length to icon spec. A covered batter curtain coats each piece. Manual in feed keeps the band full and flowing. The breading waterfall sets crumb coverage. Outfeed checks log a clean pass.
And that wraps up our journey today. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel so we can explore more together in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.